Horror at Bondi Beach. Terror attack on Jewish Hanukkah celebration leaves dozens dead and injured. Sydney. What was meant to be a peaceful first night of Hanukkah turned into one of the darkest days in Australia's recent history Sunday evening, as two gunmen opened fire on a crowded Jewish festival near Bondi Beach, killing at least 15 people and injuring around 40 more in what authorities are calling an anti-Semitic terrorist attack. The festive crowds had gathered for the Chanukah by the Sea celebration at Archer Park, just steps from the famed Bondi shoreline, when the attack began at approximately 6:47 p.m. local time. Witnesses described terrifying scenes of chaos and panic as gunfire erupted from a nearby bridge above the event. New South Wales Police Commissioner Mal Lanyon confirmed that two gunmen, a father, age 50, and his 24-year-old son, opened fire on the crowd. The older attacker was killed at the scene by responding officers, while his son was wounded and taken into custody in critical condition. Authorities later recovered a suspected improvised explosive device near the scene, prompting fears the assault may have been even deadlier. Police are continuing to investigate whether further accomplices were involved. Tragedy strikes families and leaders alike. The victims span generations. Among those killed were children, elderly community members, and individuals from Australia and abroad. Rabbi Eli Schlanger, 41, a beloved assistant rabbi at Chabad of Bondi, was confirmed among the dead, leaving a grieving global Jewish community. Amid the terror, a bystander hero emerged. A local man who tackled and disarmed one of the shooters before being wounded himself has been widely praised as having saved countless lives. Government and global reaction. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese condemned the attack as an act of pure evil and anti-Semitism, pledging support for the Jewish community and vowing to combat the hate that fueled the massacre. World leaders from the United States to Europe and across the Middle East condemned the attack and extended condolences to the victims' families. Israel's president called the assault a cruel attack on Jews everywhere and urged renewed efforts to fight rising anti-Semitism globally. Aftermath and a nation in mourning. Bondi Beach remains cordoned off as recovery and investigation efforts continue. Local volunteers have begun clean-up operations, collecting lost belongings and placing memorials for victims. Community leaders, Jewish and non-Jewish alike, have called for unity and resilience in the face of hatred, even as grief and fear ripple through Sydney and far beyond. This tragedy marks one of the deadliest terror attacks in Australian history, shattering a serene seaside community and reminding the world of the persistent threat of extremist violence. Subscribe to our channel for more news like this.